Alrighty then, back once again for another reaction. This time it's more mentally advanced series now that I've caught up on the double episodes of UFP. As I said, Season 6 is fast approaching, so when I get the motivation and the free time, it's catch-up time. So, mentally advanced, this is going to be the Sonic Rainboom parody, or subversion, because some of these don't even attempt to parody the original episode anymore, because it's already been done by the same guy. So, I'm interested to see what kind of banter can be had here, because Rainbow is an idiot. You know, that seems to be what she has in common with UFP's Rainbow Dash. They're both idiots in their own way, and that is very entertaining. So, we're going to see just how that plays out, because I'm trying to keep this under 15 minutes. Off we go.
Wow, It has been so long since the last time I was in Cloudsdale. I forgot the smell of the industrial rainbows and the way the low pressure makes your ears pop. The way you get the stars in your eyes from the lack of oxygen.
Dash.
Realism!
I've been begging you to slow down for an hour and a half. My heart is gonna explode.
That's okay, we're here now, and because we went fast, that means we get a long break.
Oh, thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm bored. You wanna go do something?
I thought you were gonna go sign up for the Flyers competition.
Yeah, but that's not for a little while. Hey, you know what we ought to do? We ought to go tour the Weather Factory. The Weather Factory is an important part of our world, and we should take a moment to appreciate it.
I don't really wanna.
Yeah? Me either, I guess.
So I wonder what happened to make this timeline differentiate from the one where she even forgot about it.
We ought to go to the store and buy you power drink. That'll make up for all the salt and stuff you lost sweating over here.
Do we have time?
Yeah. Oh, hey, check it out. It's one of these mechanical plane things. You remember these?
Yes.
Okay, put in a quarter bit.
Dash, I don't want people to stare at us.
Oh, come on. I'm an adult now, and I can have ice cream when I want, and now I really appreciate this mechanical plane on a philosophical level. It's like Pony Sunzu used to say, kids don't appreciate what they got.
I don't think Pony Sunzu said that.
Split a quarter bit.
Go on, do it.
Says it takes a whole bit.
Nuh-uh. Oh, man. Did money seriously get 5 times more expensive from when we were kids?
Yes.
Well,
That's how the economy works.
Cloudsdale got hit really hard by the employment slump, so prices are going up faster than wages.
Jeez. You remember the good old days?
I don't know. I don't remember anything good. Are we gonna get that power drink?
It's probably too expensive.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. Let's go sign up for the contest.
I remember when I was little, this plane looked so much bigger, and flying felt faster. I think I'm getting old, Fluttershy.
One day we'll
Ridiculous.
all get in the ground.
You're nowhere near
That
old.
time I flew faster than I ever did before. You remember that? I realized that if you fly down, gravity does all the hard work, and then you have to do the harder work, and I flew so fast that boom!
You hit the ground.
But before that, though, remember? There was an explosion.
I remember that. The doctor said you hit your head really hard.
I flew so fast, I blew up the time barrier.
Time
You and
barrier.
me didn't used to have a lot of friends. They used to pick on me and called me slow all the time, but I was like the strongest flyer. I could never figure out why they kept saying that.
You were my only friend. And when you got
Aw.
hurt, your parents called my parents because I was there, and your parents knew me. I got in trouble.
Oh, you came to the hospital and you signed my cast. Get well soon, no homo.
There were a lot of rumors about you and Gilda at the time.
Yeah, Gilda signed it too. She drew like a stick on a wheel and couldn't stop laughing. Like, she was such a bad artist.
My parents used to scold me because I wasn't very social. And then I made friends with you, and I wasn't really comfortable around anyone else, so I followed you everywhere. Kinda like now.
Everyone else laughed at that wheel stick
Oh,
too.
Fluttershy always getting so
My parents weren't
real.
happy.
Oh
They said if
god.
she's gonna draw, it should be like a nice drawing.
And the rumors got around. When your parents called mine, my parents had a really long talk about you and me, and they grounded me and they said, you can come out when you're normal. I thought to myself, I'm gonna be in here for a really long time.
One of these days, though, I'm gonna fly so fast I make that explosion again.
I guess I never really found myself.
But as Twilight explained in another timeline, the Force would rip your wings off.
I moved to Ponyville because I was afraid to be alone. I feel like I'm... Never mind, I'm sorry I wrote that on your cast.
Aw, what for? As far as friends go, you're a pretty good no-homo.
Well, I appreciate the thought that made those words come out of your mouth.
Oh, hey, wanna go to the zoo?
I like how even Fluttershy knows to roll with it.
Before it's too late.
Yeah? There's probably a lot of really good flyers in that thing.
I guess it depends on your relative perspective of good.
I sure don't get nearly as much practice in Ponyville. I'm the fastest in Ponyville.
Nobody likes competing with you because you're kind of an asshole about it.
Oh!
I said you don't get a lot of real competition in Ponyville.
She can also be a bit more forward with Rainbow around.
Flyers competition, and some ponies are there every year. The Wonderbolts are gonna be watching. You know, we probably have time for the zoo. We'll come back and we'll sign up. I read they're getting a new exhibit at the zoo.
Sometimes it's better to fail by choice than to stare into the illusion you've created of yourself. There's something there.
Here we go again.
The smoothness of the poise, the cold, distant sparkle in the eyes that you describe as happiness.
Makes me think of Rarity. Man, what if she had wings? She'd be up here and she'd be all like, look at my tail and this is my hair. I washed it yesterday. Oh my god.
That hard little point of light pulls you in, and as you feel yourself dissolving, you can't help but wonder if everyone else feels the same way, but they're all just better actors.
Please subscribe to my poetry blog.
You'd be such a ridiculous parody of a living creature.
She'd kiss on all the boy judges and they'd be all like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. 10 out of 10, I guess.
With wings, but you were never really meant to fly. Everyone is special, but what's special about you is that you're terrible in every conceivable way.
But then her wings would fall off, and I'd fly down and save her. I'd be faster than the Wonderbolt.
Oh my...
No, even they'd get knocked out, because Rarity punches them when they're falling, because she's so scared and she's just...
Fluttershy lives the
and
most
then
miserable
Princess would be there, and she's
existence
like,
in this
"Oh, no,"
series,
but
and it's
switch,
so sad.
And I'd save everybody.
But it's presented in such a way that you laugh anyway.
I am a yellow horse.
Yep.
You sure are.
So, the zoo?
Okay.
Cool. It said they're getting a whale. Apparently they finally figured out how to fly it up here and get it in the tank safely.
Alright then. And, as usual, I'm going to have a look at the end titles. Okay. The original version of this episode, well, I just ain't going to really enjoy the show. Well, it was Rarity Dash's break-in episode. That's what made him such a big Rarity Dash shipper. Yeah, touched on Dash's history, dropping out of school. Yes, because people did wonder at first why she wasn't already on some sort of program or higher education or something, considering the speed and skill she did display. So they bring that up quite quickly, that she got kicked out of school, and I like that. Amazing that she better be an ensign. She said I was trying to convince her as much as the others that she was under special. Yeah, season 1 Dash definitely had her insecurities, and her meltdown in Sonic Rainboom, like a big stage fright. It was like borderline out of character, but you know it wasn't. But it was amazing that she could be humbled to such an extent that they touched on it again in Daring Don't, I believe. Once she puts someone above herself, it makes her go extremely in the opposite direction, and it's very interesting and realistic. Yeah, Dash is deeper than people give her credit for a lot of the time. Of course, now she has its Dash Rainbow. Is the linchpin to the... Yeah, basically, yeah. So it's a part of the Wonderbolts. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Take that, nitpickers. It's a bit of a shame because everything in the early season pointed to a character not on the life trajectory she wanted. It's just going to learn less about setting new goals. I mean, well, I think after waiting for 3 whole seasons, people assumed that nothing was really going anywhere. I mean, she got a spell in the academy, so that was like a glimpse of hope. But after we went through the majority of season 4 with nothing else about it, it was sort of accepted as, oh, maybe we'll never know. But then she had a official written test in testing 1, 2, 3, at least for the history portion. And, gears started turning people's heads like, okay, Wonderbolt's reserves, is that it? but then she actually went on to fly with the full Wonderbolts in Rarity Investigates, and who knows, in Season 6 we'll probably see her induction to the full team proper. Now, I think while it would have been okay for her to never achieve her thing and teach kids all about that, I like how she's actually been able to achieve her goals over 5 friggin' seasons. I think that's a very realistically spaced out amount. And, you want the characters to be happy and achieve their dreams. I mean, look at Rarity. She's opening boutiques in Canterlot now. Brilliant. That should continue because it brings characters through and, sees them to the ends of their goals they've been having. And that's called development. That's good. Seem like, yeah. Instead, I guess she just hung on to her dreams. Yeah, in the end, isn't that what it's all about? That's how you get up there. You try and you try. Like, as long as it's not entirely hopeless, you've got no reason not to try. She had nothing to lose, really. Yes, you are. One of a few days behind schedule. Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, because Dash is an idiot, it would be more fitting that she messed up the wording. That's fantastic. I put it down to that anyway, that it was her idiocy, not a mistake from you, so that shows how well you've written Dash as an idiot. Yeah. I have 3 minutes left. More than enough time. Come on, change screen. She always had the potential to be uniquely fantastic, but that was kind of the point. Ash's character found out that it wasn't going to fit the mold. I thought her art was going to shake out and out to blazer and trail. Yeah, like I say, both options were as viable as each other, but it's more of a feel-good thing if the character gets what they wanted from the beginning. But they just made up for it by stretching it out for so long and her getting it bit by bit, climbing that mountain. But that's fine. Seems Luffy somewhere, but it's likely wouldn't have occurred if I hadn't come to watch Dash. This would probably flood the comments for a downfall now scanners. I'll tell you if it's still not being eligible because she's got the procedure for. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. But she did improve on that sort of stuff massively. She had no problems with the courses and the technical aspects when we saw her in Wonderbolt's Academy, but who knows how she was in general before then. Yeah. People made a lot of assumptions about Pinkie Pie, hence how Cupcakes was born before Party of One even aired. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's the last screen. Yes, it is. Close it down. Oh, I'm stealing from Catacombs now. Copyright strike inbound. No, I've been following that Alex side thing. There's tough stuff. Yeah, I've not got long to wrap this up, but I said, good job, Greg. I mean, I can't talk over these as much as I'd want to because you've got so much dialogue to give us that I like to listen to as much of it as I can, and so I try to pack more thoughts into your notes at the end. But I've been told by a friend that your newest episode has sparked some debate and theories about the lore or backstory of certain things, and I'm excited because Thrakazod's coming, isn't she? Or he. Looking forward to it. I'll see you guys next time.